was my notification.
You got it?
Going live, yeah.
All right, so I guess we might be live here. YouTube says we're still sort of offline here, but today I have a special guest. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey guys, this is Miss Passiert. I'm here with Arnold T101, who was gracious enough to host me for one of his live stream events. So
yeah, it's been awesome. We've been talking back and forth for it's like probably the past month or so. It came to me.
Yep.
We talked about tips for YouTube channels, kind of about the game as well. He's also a content creator for EA. So what we're gonna do today is I promised a long time ago when I first found out that we were gonna potentially do an interview tomorrow. We're not sure if it's still happening. They just told us to bring our equipment, your software. And I'm guessing the interview is still going on. With whom, I don't know yet. But I took all of your questions that you guys sent to me, and we're both going to look at them. We're going to ask you guys if this is something you want us to ask, because we only have so much time, and we can't ask every single question. There was like 50 questions you guys submitted. So we're going to go ahead and post the best of them all. And here we go. There we go. We got Doriana, Grand Patreon, and Arco Plays. Thank you so much for coming in. So let's go ahead and look at what we have here. One of the questions you guys had, it's actually submitted not too long ago, was pretty much asking if we can add some more characters that haven't been introduced, especially from the Clone Wars, like Jango Fett. So I'm not sure how far behind you guys are in terms of the live stream, but feel free to drop it down in the comments below, and we can kind of talk about that. Hey there, LA2K Matt, thanks for stopping by. We're just talking about some of the questions you guys submitted to us with my awesome guest speaker here. So, what do you think? Do you think we should probably add some more Clone War base characters?
I imagine that a lot of the Jedi that are in the game are probably based on their Clone Wars equivalents, like Kit Fisto, Amagundi. I assume that the Ahsoka Tano that's in the game is
she's
the
from
Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano.
Right.
But what I'd really like to see is a Rebels Ahsoka Tano, the older Ahsoka. That would be awesome. But honestly, a lot of the other characters in Clone Wars specifically, that series itself was it was character rich. There were a lot of options, a lot of clones that could be included. So the fact that there are only 5 clone troopers in the game,
and one of them's kind of a no-name one too.
Yeah, you've just got the Clone Sergeant Phase 1. It makes me wonder, like, were they planning on doing a Phase 2 Clone Sergeant? What's the deal here? So, and it makes you wonder, is that the Clone Sergeant based off of the Clone Wars, or is it a Clone Sergeant based off of Episode 2?
It could be, yeah.
So a lot of those clone troopers could be included in the game. I think that's a definite option. Maybe some more of the separatists, because I know that's definitely a direction that they've started to go. But I haven't really seen them do more with the separatists. So I think adding more separatists would be awesome. Definitely a great option.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I'm increasing the volume for you. Yeah, thanks a lot, Doriana, for pointing that out. Hopefully this is a little bit better. So yeah, for you guys who just tuned in, we're right now talking about potential questions that we're going to ask Jesse or one of the producers. So we're still kind of up for grabs as to what we're talking about. We just talked about perhaps some Clone Wars characters. Let us know if that's a question you guys want us to bring to the developers. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the questions. One of you guys asked, when's the level cap increasing? And I guess
it happened last week.
There you go. Answer made right there. We got you the answer.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's see. So another question you guys are asking is, which characters would they possibly rework in the near future? So I know a highly requested character is Darth Maul. Darth Maul has been someone that people really want to see be awesome. He was a really awesome character in the original trilogy, Episode 1. And you see him now in the Clone Wars cartoon series and the Rebels cartoon series. Yeah. So he's definitely someone who's been prominent, especially in the cartoon series. A lot of kids watch those cartoons nowadays, and he's a really cool guy to look at. So would that be something we think you should ask? Or not Darth Maul specifically, but just someone in general?
Both of us are free to play. Obviously Darth Maul isn't necessarily a huge priority for the two of us, but I know that there are a lot of pay-to-play characters that when they saw Darth Maul as an option or an opportunity to go farm, they went out and they spent money on chromium packs and other means to get Darth Maul, and now he just kind of sits dormant. He's collecting dust in their inventory. And I know a lot of characters, he's a great character, and he's got so much potential, especially with his kit. I mean, he does so much damage, but he's slow.
Yeah, jeez.
He's got crud for health. And, I think he's one of the definite options right there at the top. And I know that one of the other characters that people really want reworked is Boba Fett.
Yes,
Boba Fett. One of the most iconic. I know a lot of people I see on Reddit and everything. Everybody says, "Oh, Boba Fett. He had like 5 minutes of screen time, and half the time he was getting tossed into a pit." But one of the comments I saw was, he was also highly respected, especially by Darth Vader. One of the interactions that I thought was kind of interesting that was brought up was that when Boba Fett was picking up Han Solo after being frozen in carbonite, he basically, I don't want to say he threatened Darth Vader, but he basically said, if my goods are damaged, the Empire better compensate me.
Right.
And rather than killing Boba Fett right there for pretty much insulting him, Darth Vader said, "Don't worry, you'll be handsomely rewarded." So I think Boba Fett's definitely a great option. Darth Maul's a great option.
In the comments right now, someone wants to see Maul. So we'll probably go ahead and ask that. I know that's a popular one. Boba Fett, Darth Maul, very iconic characters, yet very underpowered compared to a lot of no-name characters like Sun Fac, which I reviewed recently.
Right.
But that's something we can definitely ask if that's something you guys are really interested in. Let me go ahead and look through the comments here. Here's another question. We were both actually talking about this over breakfast, but someone was asking if we'll add some more legend characters like HK-47.
Okay, HK-47 was one of my favorite characters from KOTOR. Hands down, I thought he was the funniest. He made that game fun to play. Calling everybody meatbags, hating to address your character as master. Honestly, one of the characters I would love to see from Legends, and we were mentioning this, Darth Revan.
Yes.
Darth Revan would be so awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to see Darth Revan. And one of the cool things about Darth Revan, they might be able to work in some synergy with the HK-47 since HK-47 was created by Darth Revan.
Exactly.
So you got some options there for a new Legends character plus some already existing potential synergy with HK-47. So another character that I know would be awesome that a lot of people would love to see is Starkiller.
Yeah, I'm actually reading that in the comments right now.
Someone would be so awesome.
Yeah, someone sent feedback asking if we can add someone like Starkiller. So far, I guess so far we're going to ask about Maul, Boba Fett, Starkiller, who else? Revan, right?
Yes, Darth Revan.
Darth Revan. Guys, feel free to drop questions down here. And just so you guys know, for those who are just coming in now, this is Miss Passiert. Is that how you say it?
Yes, Miss Passiert.
Yep. So he's also a content creator invited by EA to come down to the content creators event. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going through questions on what we might ask the developers. So I know it's frozen for some of you. Some of it's not. I'm hoping it's not. You guys catch up eventually, but in case there's a big delay between us, just feel free to throw a comment down there just to let us know what your thoughts are, so that way we can try to incorporate you, even though we're a couple minutes behind from each other. And then another question, someone was asking if if they're releasing playable starships, and there's another thing that we just found out recently. So we don't know the details about that yet. Hopefully we find more about it soon. I just don't know how that's going to work out in this game.
Yeah. God, we were actually talking about this morning too. Personally, I think it would be awesome if it was like a single-player campaign mode, something that would kind of expand the versatility of the game. Because right now it's mostly just battle-based, where you have the light side, dark side, the cantina, PvP. I think the ships would be a great option for them to do, like maybe go out collect bounties. Do something like that. I know that there's a lot of speculation on whether pilots would be useful. Which, if you happen to watch one of my last videos, my commentary video, I played some of a podcast where EA Jesse was on with
that, right?
It was called the Galactic War Report. If you want to go check out my video on that, but Jesse hinted he didn't quite give the answer on whether pilots would be actually useful,
as always, right?
But he did say if you pay attention to the monthly login character for this month, there's your answer. And the monthly login character is the TIE Fighter pilot. So you might actually be wanting to go target some of those characters like Boba Fett. Yes, Ahsoka from Rebels.
Yeah,
we were just mentioning that.
Yeah, I think they're asking. I'm not sure if you were asking if They might actually be 10 minutes behind us right
they
now.
Might.
Yeah, they might be. They might just be getting to our Ahsoka talk here. They might be asking like what's the question? Ahsoka's in the Rebels. Well, in case you don't know, Ahsoka Tano, the adult version of her, is in the Rebels. You see the Padawan version of her in the Clone Wars.
Yes.
I haven't personally. I've only watched snippets of the Rebels, but she is in there, and I believe there's a scene where she actually fights Darth Vader or something like that.
I think it might be.
I saw this.
Maul. I
can't
got to apologize, guys. I don't have Disney XD, so I'm not watching Rebels right now. But Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite Jedi.
Jedi.
She is one of my favorite Jedi, and especially with that new book that just came out, Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, there's a book about it.
Yes,
I didn't know about that.
That's one of the cool things about just I hate Twitter, but I have a Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Mist Passiert YouTube or Mist YouTube. Can't remember. It's terrible. This is my own YouTube or my own Twitter.
I'll be sure to, in case you guys are interested, I'll be sure to link his channel in the description below. I haven't done it yet, so that way, he makes awesome videos. Yeah, definitely check him out. Someone's asking. I honestly think you guys are a bit behind us here, but they're asking about some characters like the Super Battle Droid. We have the B2 Super Battle Droid, Droideka. That would be pretty cool, especially maybe see some, because they have that special shield around them. Maybe that can influence their protection or something. Then have very low health and after protection's diminished. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
When's the Boba rework?
Yeah.
We will be giving them hell about getting Boba reworked.
Yeah, we want
Boba reworked.
Yeah.
And Darth Maul free to play would be great, especially if they plan on actually doing a rework.
Yeah, and they want to see potential synergy for Separatists. We got the tag at it.
Oh my gosh.
General Grievous, Count Dooku, who else? Poggle.
Poggle the Lesser, the B2 Super Battle Droid is classified as a Separatist. Asajj Ventress. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well,
Buff Asajj.
Yeah. I mean, she has that debuff removing, or not debuff, the buff removing ability, but it's just
it's too little too late by the time it gets around to her. If she lives that long, her health is just, it's like Darth Maul. She's like Darth Maul.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a pitiful health round or health pool. So, let's see what other questions
someone's asking about Rogue One character. A lot of these questions go back to like early September because you guys have been just submitting questions since then. So Rogue One characters, we got the Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, Shore Trooper. I think that's it as of now.
The TIE Fighter.
Is that Rogue base? I mean, that's also like original.
It could just be generic General Empire. That I'm not sure, but I know that we all want to see like Jen Orso.
Yeah.
I mean,
Admiral Thrawn.
Admiral Thrawn. I think he's Rebels.
Is he?
Is he Rebels?
I can't remember.
I don't know. There's so many characters.
Too many characters and too little time. I don't know. I guess we can ask about the Palpatine event. I know that's a constant question I get almost every single video. When's Palpatine coming out? Especially the one video I made last week with him against the Rancor. You guys were just asking, when's he coming out? And
right.
They did say that it's unforeseen when he might return or something like that.
Extremely rare. Is how
so
they
far
it's
so far it's a lot more rare than what Yoda's like a monthly.
Yeah, I want to say it's like he runs for a week. Every there's 3 weeks off. I think it's a 3 weeks off, 3 weeks on thing.
Right.
Not sure.
All right.
But I know that one of you guys asked about the B2 Super Battle Droid. Shameless plug here for my channel. I just did a character review of the B2 Super Battle Droid, and I would highly recommend if you're choosing between two characters that came out at the same time, Wedge or B2 Super Battle Droid, I would take B2 Super Battle Droid any day of the week.
It's funny. I know a lot of people in my guild that actually probably disagree. A lot of them. There's one guy who provided gameplay for his Sun Fac. He just absolutely loves his wigs and Wedge and Biggs. Yeah, he absolutely loves them. So he actually got them before the B2 Super Battle Droid. Yeah, so I know. Yeah, they're both great characters.
It could be a very heated discussion on whether you want to go for one.
Yeah,
I'd say the easier one to gear is probably B2 Super Battle Droid. But if you've already got Biggs like max gear, max level, everything, and you would just be gearing Wedge, then definitely go Wedge because the wig synergy is nuts.
Yeah. It would be nuts. And I know, I'm reading another question here about Yoda getting a reworks. That's probably another character. We talked about that over breakfast as well. That's
we will be hounding the devs on that one.
Yeah, we have a giant list of reworked characters here.
Lots of characters.
Let's see what else we got here. AAT raid. Yeah, we know it's coming. We just don't know when it's coming.
My spidey sense is tingling. I want to say it's this week, later this week, hopefully. I would love to see it Heck, if it dropped today, if there was an update today, that would be legit.
Right. I'll be playing during dinner or something like
right,
that.
yeah. Or Thursday, possibly. I'm really hoping it's no later than next week, because everybody in my guild is just like biting at the bit to jump in and kick some droid butt.
Yeah, and let's see, another character idea you guys are asking. So far we have a character rework category, a new character category. Someone's asking about Mother Talzin. Do you know who she is, Mother Talzin?
Yes, Mother Talzin was the Nightsister leader was I want to say she was the Nightsister clan leader from the clan that Asajj Ventress came from.
Right, yeah, she was the one, I don't know if you got how far you got, but there was a episode where General Grievous is pretty much attacking the planet of Dathomir. And Mother Talzin's the one who's responsible for, like, I think that was her, right? Was that her? Was that Old Daka?
I want to say it was Mother Talzin.
Was it Mother Talzin? My history might be a bit wrong. It's either Old Daka or Mother Talzin, but Mother Talzin did fight Mace Windu. That much I am correct about. I know him and Jar Jar Binks went up against Mother Talzin. I think Mace Windu is the one who ultimately defeated her. So that could be another character. I know Nightsisters, they're another faction that's, Old Daka is really the only decent Nightsister out there.
Yeah, Old Daka, if Asajj could get a buff, she could be another legit Nightsister option. But right now, I mean, you've got Talia, Nightsister, Initiate, Nightsister.
Yeah, Initiate, yeah. Well, who's the bow and arrow one? Is that Initiate? I think it's...
I don't know. I would have to pull up my game to actually pull it up. But
Ahsoka and Anakin synergy, yes.
Yes, we would love to see this. That is something that I think both of us can wholeheartedly agree on.
That would be such a cool combo. I mean, we have with the wigs thing going on. I really like the idea they're slowly introducing like just character-specific synergy.
Yes.
Like, I don't know, like maybe General Grievous and a B2 Super Battle Droid. I don't know if that would work out. But, stuff like that. That would be really good. But definitely Anakin and Ahsoka. Those guys are the bread and butter. They're the peanut butter to their jelly.
I mean, that's like what the whole Clone Wars series was sort of based around.
Right.
I mean, you had Jedi Knight Anakin and his Padawan, Ahsoka Tano. So, I think that would be a great synergy there.
Yeah, they want Old Republic era and Rogue One era characters. Yes, that's definitely another one in our ad. What characters can you add?
Speaking of Old Republic era, Jedi Luke Skywalker, I know, is a heavily requested character and a heavily speculated character.
Yes, I thought that would actually come up before Emperor Palpatine.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If you want my what I'm foreseeing, how we had the Palpatine event, Rebels for Palpatine, I just have a hunch that it's going to be Empire for
Jedi Luke.
Yeah, it's very counterintuitive. Yeah,
don't quote us on this. We're speculating here.
Yeah, don't get mad when Jedi Luke comes out and you need like Nightsisters or something.
Yeah, right, something crazy.
Another question. This is something I really wanted to learn more about. Someone asked, like, what's the process of like creating a character or like creating an event? Like, how do you start and how do you get to the finish? Something to kind of break up, our giant list of characters to add. It'd be kind of cool to see just from a developer's point of view how they start, why it takes them a long time. Because we give them hell sometime, but they definitely have a hard job. They have a lot of stuff going on. It's not just copy and paste. They have to test things out, balance.
There's a lot of game testing that they do behind the scenes that we don't get to see or experience. So I'm hoping that we're not exactly sure what's going on. Tomorrow's the big day. Today, in about a couple minutes, we're gonna go meet them for dinner. Tomorrow's when they actually bring us to their headquarters, which is like right down the block, like 5-minute walk. So we're not exactly sure what's happening, but I'm hoping we can bring some of these questions. Let me go ahead and see if there's any other things we should talk about. Fede, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but Ugnaught for the new raid. Okay. I have a truckload of arena points saved up, just in case Ugnaught turns out to be the Tebow of the new raid. Okay, so he is very difficult to gear. He requires what, like six or seven pieces of raid gear?
It was 6 before the update. I have to look at my spreadsheet to see how it changed.
He's hell to gear, but he does have the potential to be a superb character for the new raid. He stuns droids fairly consistently. So I think it's a 75% with the Omega.
Yeah, it's 75.
And then he has that crazy evasive unique based on how many enemy droids there are. And I think one of the screenshots and one of the descriptions, you have the rocket, the B2 rocket droid, and he's got 6 other droids.
Oh
with
yeah, we're
him.
talking about the actual raid.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I was
So,
like, wow, who's this character?
yeah. So that could be basically almost a guaranteed 100% evasion for Ugnaught in that phase, possibly. So Ugnaught could be really good for this next raid, but being free to play, I don't want to invest too many resources in him right now. So I'm letting the whales in my guild experiment with that first, and then I'm going to go out and get Ugnaught if he does turn out to be awesome.
I pretty much have nothing else in Arena to farm, so that's why I'm just using them for General Grievous. But he might be good. I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't worth investing all that time into him. Someone actually wants some more free-to-play Geonosian characters. They're so like generic though. Maybe a Pog of the Lesser.
Yeah, I mean, you have the
Sunfac was really stretching in terms of a significant Geonosian character.
The Geonosian
spy
captain, I think, is in the game.
Well,
there are a few.
There's
a few NPC Geonosians that are there.
Someone was mentioning we should maybe the Queen
of Geonosis.
Yeah, I think that
could be interesting.
Yeah, that's what like the whole worm.
Maybe
episode.
A healer, maybe as a dark side
healer.
Yeah,
Geonosians could really use a healer.
Could be interesting.
I don't know if you want the giant lob of a queen. I don't know if they'll ever make a character that big, but
well, have you seen the Gamorrean, the Gamorrean guard?
Yeah, the Gamorrean B2, they're huge.
Huge.
They're huge. I honestly, I'm trying to go through the rest of the questions here.
There you go. Mother Talzin does lead the Nightsisters and also gave birth to Maul and SWGoH Press. See, we learn stuff every day.
It's been a while. It's been several months since I've seen it. Because I remember. I think that's when Count Dooku was looking for like his next apprentice or whatever. Right. Okay, so there we go. They're definitely behind us, so that's for sure.
Yeah,
we talked about that about 5-8 minutes ago. Let me go through this one more time. Honestly, most of your questions are mainly like new events, Palpatine, characters to rework, which there are a ton you guys mentioned.
The Initiate has
the Initiate has the
that's been ways behind us.
Yeah, that's internet. Yeah, we got the special upgraded internet plan. It doesn't look like it's all that fast.
Right.
So I'm hoping if we do another live stream here, it'll be much faster.
They might actually have the
this is the hotel. Okay, we're not actually at the event. Yeah.
The dinner with the devs is what we're actually headed down to in literally like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
So we're going to be actually Jesse just sent me a message on Twitter telling me, "Hey, I'm in the lobby. Come down and we'll walk you over to EA Studios." So we are literally going to be headed over to EA Studios in minutes. Then tomorrow is just going to be crazy.
Yeah, I have I think I have almost an hour and a half to 2 hours of just Star Wars Galaxy here. There's
a
lot of
showing
here.
us all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be limits on what we can tell you guys about, which that's going to be painful for us.
Yeah.
I can already tell you guys we're going to be just. It's going to be so hard not to tell you guys all the cool stuff we're going to see. But, tomorrow is going to be a huge day full of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, some YouTuber workshops, which are going to be kind of cool.
There's a YouTuber workshops, and there's like a game capture event, so I'm not sure if that means... because they're letting us like hook up our stuff to an Elgato game capture card. Again, it's very... like I don't know, it's a very broad the schedule's very broad. Like
it's very generic.
Very generic, yeah. So hopefully, if anything, take pictures. Hopefully, maybe do some sort of live stream over there. I'm bringing my computer. I'm bringing this giant broadcast arm. So if there is an opportunity where we can live stream like gameplay, or if we actually sit down with the producers, I'll be sure to go ahead and do that. And if we have like different time slots, I'll go ahead and pass it over to my buddy here so he can go ahead and do a commentary with him. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much the main thing. We talking about reworked characters, new events, how they go about making their events, and how they go from like start to scratch. Anything else?
That is a great comment there. DJ Rod 12. Okay, that is something Django, I want. Yes. I want a bounty hunter. I want a bounty hunter tag.
Yeah,
not just scoundrels. I want a bounty hunters tag. They are adding bounty hunters left and right. You've got Zam Wessel. You've got Boba Fett. You've got Dengar. You've got IG-88. You've already got a pretty good collection of bounty hunters. And if they added Django, I don't know if was Django technically a bounty hunter. He was the original clone.
I think he was.
He was the original clone for the Clone Troopers, so I don't really know.
Well, I don't think he still was a bounty hunter though. He was working. He was doing jobs for Count Dooku and stuff like that.
Or did Boba Fett turn to bounty hunting after Django was killed in front of him?
Cad Bane,
Cad Bane's a bounty hunter?
Yeah, Cad Bane's bounty hunter. He's the one who trained Boba Fett into being a bounty hunter. But I think, it's been a while since I've seen the second episode, but I believe, he was a bounty hunter. That's why Obi-Wan was, like, chasing after him or whatever.
That's true.
Yes, I think he was a bounty hunter.
So, I think a bounty hunter's tag, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, 5 characters in a faction is really the limit.
Yeah, I
right?
think the reason why they didn't label bounty hunter because of licensing reasons. I can't remember.
Possibly.
I don't know. I remember reading it
sure.
somewhere.
But if that's a possibility, I'd love to see that because some synergy with the bounty hunters would be awesome.
Yeah.
Being able to get some synergy between Boba Fett and Dengar.
And
would be legit.
last thing here, squad tournaments. I know, that's another thing we talked about. I think I saw that somewhere in the questions you guys sent me. One question that we probably could ask is like when it's coming back and if it's going to be a new character. He told me.
I know that Jesse might have hinted that they were going to be rotating characters.
Yeah, in that little podcast, right?
Yeah, and I can't imagine why they would rotate characters because, I mean, that leaves all of us that only got 20, 30 shards
I didn't get them unlocked,
of Shore Trooper. How are we supposed to get them unlocked if they're doing one tournament every month?
Yeah.
And
I don't think Shore Trooper is as good as Emperor Palpatine, so I think he should come back a bit more frequently.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then also Palpatine. I think Palpatine being a money grab could be seen that way if with how many people were just completely caught off guard.
For someone like us, we've been playing the game forever. We just happen to have Rebels just from playing for a long time. But for someone who just started the game a month or two ago, it's definitely
a money grab.
At that point,
for me, the Rebels for Palpatine ended up just being pure luck for me.
Yeah,
because
I had to get like one character. I think it was just
what happened for me was I had been farming Rebels because of the Empire, the Empire Assault.
Yeah,
the Assault Battles.
That kind of pushed you to
happened
get some,
several months ago. That first version of it, when it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough Rebels. I can't beat this. And you know me, I'm OCD sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I wanted to prep for it the next time it came out. So I immediately started farming Rebels, and of course Leia came out free to play, and shortly after that, and of course,
that was a good gift.
I had to go get Leia because I love Leia, and then I just happened to have 5 7-star Rebels when Palpatine came out. And I totally lucked out in that regard. So I was able to get Palpatine to 7 stars. But I understand that there were quite a few people who were pretty irritated. I had some guildmates, even guildmates who spent money on the game. These whales that didn't have 5 Rebels.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't really call them whales. I guess maybe more dolphin. I guess is
is
the technical term.
In
between the moderate spenders who have only spent a couple $100 on the game, that didn't have enough Rebels. And oh man, I really felt for my buddy because he loves Sith.
Yeah,
he wasn't able to get Palpatine past 5 stars, and I really felt bad for him because he was so close.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I love my Empire characters, yet I couldn't get Shore Trooper. Hopefully, TIE Fighter Pilot.
Yes. Oh my gosh, TIE Fighter Pilot when he goes free to play.
I'm getting him. Yep.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting him.
He is going on my squad.
Yeah. Any other final words before we take off here? Pretty much, I think the comments are slowing down, or else you guys are just so far behind us right now. So, but yeah, other than that, we're gonna pretty much bring those questions. Stay tuned. He has Twitter. I might create a Twitter. He'll keep you guys updated. So follow his Twitter page if you can find it. Other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again later. Hopefully, we can have some more videos with this guy. It's pretty cool.
Definitely.
But yeah, guys, take it easy. We'll talk to you soon. And peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. All right, let's go ahead and sayonara.